Hey guys, wanted to just give you a quick update. I know it's been a couple weeks. Um, as I said, the Iran conflict is going to continue to kind of be the main factor for rates, and that's exactly what's happening. Rates are, better than they were a few weeks ago when this started, and worse than they were a few months ago. So, you know, we're sitting in the mid to high sixes, really, and depending on what you're trying to do, for owner occupied properties. Um, Wanted to talk about some interesting stuff. Let's first recap kind of the data that's would normally drive interest rates. And about a week ago, we had GDP, which measures the strength of the economy. That came in quite a bit lower than expected, so that was good for rates. PCE, which is the personal consumption expenditure, measures inflation. That came in quite a bit lower than expected. That's good for rates. But the jobs this past Friday came in really hot, and so that was not good for rates. So they kind of all evened each other out. One of the things I was reading about is inventory. As you know, inventory is a little bit of a problem. There are parts of the country where inventory is back to pre-pandemic levels, and those markets are functioning a little bit more normally. But they're also seeing maybe slower appreciation growth. We are not yet back to pre-pandemic levels. And you can see that in some homes where maybe there's multiple offers. All of a sudden a home sits there for 60 days and then 5 people make an offer on the same day on it. So that's kind of what I'm seeing. Recently, the new home sales data came out, and April was a 6% drop. So, of course, the press makes it sound like real estate is crumbling, and that was a bummer. On top of that, the March number was actually positive, but that was revised downward, and so it was a bump up from February, but not as much as previous. However, what the press doesn't do is they don't go back and look over the next 3 to 6 or previous 3 to 6 months. And those averages are actually pretty healthy sales. The sales volume is pretty normal compared to pre-pandemic levels as far as sales nationally. So that's a good thing. We could benefit from more inventory here, as you know, but it's not all doom and gloom like the press wants you to think. So work hard, go find those deals, and give me a call if there's anything I can help you with. Thank you.